Step 6, mockups. Softwares are great and it's good to talk about it, and other products as well if it's an ebook or if it's a bonus PDF guide, but there's nothing like a nice mockup and images to help you drive sales. If we look at something like the Profit Builder sales page, then we realize the importance of all of these images. And the thing about it is, we go through it, we scroll through it, and we see all these pretty cool images that get us excited, all these templates right here. And not necessarily any mock-ups, but like I said, the images of all of these templates get people excited. Why? It's easy. People are more visual. You can't just tell them something. You have to show it to them. Now, one of the things that we do really well is take these images and create mockups. There are going to be 2 additional bonus videos right after this that are going to show you how to create images, take different screenshots, use images from Flickr, all that. But I want to talk about mockups. How do you create nice looking mockups? You might have seen some of our PDF guides and things like that. Well, there's this really cool tool and it's called PixieDen. PixieDen is actually only $6 a month if you want the premium account, but you can find a lot of free templates on there too. So if you go right here in graphics, and under graphics you select mockups, then you'll see there's all of these mockup templates. If you're doing something in the software space, maybe with mobile apps, you might want to click on this one, this UI and mobile apps, and you'll see there are a lot of very cool mockup templates. I'm going to show you what that exactly means. And then once you go through and find the one that you like, for example, this is one right here, this basic stationery branding volume 4. This is one we actually use for our Webinar Alchemy product and course, is you just download it. Now, this one is premium, but like I said, some of them are for free. And once you download it, then you have it as a PSD. That means you will need Photoshop for this, and some people might not have Photoshop, but if you do, then that's great because you'll be able to play around with this. If not, stick to some of the other videos, the upcoming videos that I'm going to show you how to grab images, just take simple screenshots. But if you do, then you'll be able to create these really cool mockups. And the way you do it is you just double click right here on this one layer where it says put your so they make it very, very easy for you. And once you double click on it, it opens up and you could just drag and drop everything in there, the images, and play around with it. And once you make a change right here, it's going to reflect back in the mockup. And then you just go in File, you save as, you save it as a PNG, and then you're going to just drop it into your sales page. I'm going to show you how to do all of that when we get into the lead pages section, how to actually build out your sales page. But like I said, the important part is if you want these nice looking mockups, then this is a way to do it. Because what does this do, right? It shows it to you in a tangible format. It's not just a PDF now, it's showing it to you in a tangible format, and it basically becomes a real physical product with real physical value. That's what these mockups do. They help people envision it, whether it's in a iPad or in a mobile phone. There are also a ton of mockups with that. If you just search the site, they help you envision it, and that just pushes and explodes the value through the roof. So the last thing that I want to tell you regarding how to create these is if we look at some of our this actual 6-figure inner circle script, we create these in InDesign, and that's beyond the scope. I'm not going to actually show you how we create these because you could drag and drop any image in there and create a mock-up from it, but we create it in InDesign, and then you export each one of the pages and you export it as a PNG. So you'll see I have actually 3 files here, and then I can just throw those PNGs into Photoshop, play around with it, and then get that really cool looking mock-up out of it. Let's go back into the outline, and you'll see that right here for mockups and graphics, this link, this is where you want to link to the actual folder where all of your graphics are. Because like I said, this is not just a part of this outline, it's a part of the framework. You got to start thinking about graphics way before. In the beginning, you should have been taking screenshots and putting all different graphics into that folder, because now you'll see right here, there's all of these placeholders for different mockups, graphics. And when I say mockup, it can also be just a graphic, any type of image. But there are a ton of placeholders because, once again, your sales page is going to be very visual. So I hope you have a lot of those prepared. It's really going to help you with your conversions. Like I said, people are visual. They need these images. And especially when you illustrate your product and it's being used, you show people it's not just random stock images that you're using, but you're showing how your product is being used. It's going to drive up your conversions. So in this outline, just throw in what images, what graphics, what mockups are going to be used when and where, so you can have a plan, have an idea, so that when we actually go into the lead page and into the sales page and creating it, you have all those ready. You could just drop them in there and you'll be done. One last note about Udemy. It's not possible to include really any graphics there. So this is more for the classic type of sales page. You can still have different types of graphics in your sales video if you want to get real fancy with that. But otherwise, this is for a normal type of sales page. And if you want another resource for a lot of mockups, it's also graphicsriver.net. And I'll also leave that resource with you. It has good mockups, but it can get a little expensive. So if you want to get the most bang for your buck, then like I said, I recommend Pixie 10.